I'm Ross, welcome to 193, your journey before Baby Bum, Chapter 8, Love Labors. You're standing at a shooting range at the edge of the estate of Selma Hayes. She's casually wielding a shotgun. Selma, I thought I was here for you to get to know me better, to see if you wanted to work together. Kind of like an interview? This is the interview. You can learn a lot from a person by how they shoot. And I've got a lot to learn about you, Jen Cassidy. Clint pulls you aside, leaning in close to whisper, "Are you sure you're alright to be shooting a gun?" "Clint, I'll be fine. Besides, I'm out of a job soon. I need to impress Selma. If impressing her means firing this gun accurately and not, flexing my degree in business, then so be it. In short, step back, cause Mama needs to shoot stuff." "Well, you won't see me getting in your way. Not when you look this fierce." You give him a playful wink as you hurry to catch up with Selma. She stops by a clay pigeon launcher, and you remember Thumper in your arms. Can someone take her? I don't think I can hold her and shoot." "Why on earth do you have a bunny with you?" "We adopted her on the road trip here." "An animal person. I can appreciate that." You hand Thumper over to Louisa, giving her a final nuzzle on the head. "You be good for Louisa. Don't cause any trouble." Selma hands you her gun, and you look back at Clint and Miles for help. Could one of you show me how to do this?" As both Clint and Miles step forward, Selma waves them away and puts her hands on your shoulder. "You don't need anyone else to show you how to do something. You're a capable young woman. Take the initiative. All you gotta do is call, pull, aim, and hit that target." You take a deep breath, situating the gun in your hands. Yeah, this isn't how shooting a gun actually works. Pull! Clay pigeon shoots out of the machine, flying through the air as you take aim. Pull the trigger. The gun fires, painfully slamming in your shoulder. Ah! Clay pigeon soars through the air and lands undamaged. I missed. Badly. If you're gonna work with me, I need to know that you'll figure this out, Jen. I'm sorry, but does this have to do with... What does this have to do with working together? Everything. I need to know that if you're out of your element, you'll make it your element. Hit one of the targets and show me that you're the kind of person, Jen, that we can talk jobs. Just then, Selma's phone rings and she steps away to take your call. Your friends sneak over to your side. "I've got to get better at this shooting thing fast." "I could help you out." "Me too, but I doubt either of us will be able to help much without incurring Selma's wrath. And having been shot before, I'm not itching to get shot again." "You've been shot? How did that never come up in the Never Have I Ever?" "Well, I can't just go and tell you all my secrets. Where would the fun be in that?" "Selma doesn't have to know. I can distract her away from here. Just say the word and I'm on it." Have Louisa distract Selma and learn the intimate secrets of how to properly shoot from Clint and Miles. Teach me how to be the badass. Louisa, if you really think you can get Selma away, now's the time. "Don't worry, I've got this." "How are you at lying?" "Please, I'm a pro at getting into trouble. That means I've had a lot of practice getting out of it." I'm oddly reassured and concerned. "Maybe just tell her you want a glass of water?" "She'll tell me to fetch it myself." "Maybe tell her you're afraid of guns?" Louisa glares at Miles. "I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that for your sake." As you all frantically debate, Selma hangs up the phone and turns back towards you. "Quick, what do we tell her?" "Feel sick." "What's all the fuss over here?" "My stomach's hurting really bad. I think I may have ate something bad for lunch." I should have some medicine back in the house. Come along now. I seriously thought you were tougher than this." Louisa glances back at you before leading Selma away from the shooting range. As soon as she's out of sight, Clint and Miles hurry to your side. Step 1. Keep the gun against your shoulder. Otherwise, the recoil could hurt you. Correct. You have the gun up and keep it pressed against your shoulder. That way the recoil is distributed evenly through your body and into the ground. Okay, step 1 complete. Okay. Aim ahead of the target if you want to lead it. Personally, I picture the target as someone I hate. That way I'm more determined to hit it. Oh boy. I'm gonna go with Cassandra. She's done more damage than Craig. Okay, so I've got the stance, I know where to aim, and I've got the target of my ultimate hatred in mind. Any other tips? After you pull the trigger, you need to follow through. And what does that mean? Keep the gun moving in an arc. Don't stop moving even after you've fired. Might need a little bit more help understanding that one. Either of us can guide you through it. It's probably easier to learn by feel anyways. One of us should keep an eye out for Selma too. Lucy's a good liar, but I doubt she can keep her occupied for much longer. Oh, I get help from Miles. Miles shifts behind you, lining his arms around your waist as Clint keeps an eye out for Selma. You press your back against his chest and you hear him gasp. Right, now, you just have to swing the gun in an arc. Glance back at him and see him visibly swallow. You sink your weight into him and he instinctively catches you. Actually, I think I'd rather get closer to you. You need to stay focused, Jane. It's not my fault you're so distracting. He flushes and clears his throat, looking pointedly away. His hands are soft as they cover yours. He guides your arms and swings the gun in an arc through the air. If you do that, you can't miss. Thanks, Miles. Let's do this again sometime, but maybe without the gun. He runs his thumb over the back of your knuckles, a small smile gracing his features. I'd like that. He brushes his hand tenderly over your hip as he takes a step back, letting you go. Time for a practice shot. Sorry, y'all. We've just about run out of time. In the distance, Selma comes walking through the field towards you. Well, who needs practice when you can just attempt a ridiculously complicated task in front of someone highly judgmental? Alright, we're back. Let's see what you've got. As you take a deep breath and lift up the gun. First, I've got to get a proper stance, keeping the gun against my shoulder. Keep the gun away from... Oh, I'm a dumbass. Okay, this is going to go horribly wrong. I think that's right, but the gun feels a lot heavier. But the recoil's going to hurt a lot more if you keep it that far away from your shoulder. You lift the gun, lining the sight up with your eyes. Pull! The clay pigeon shoots from the air, easily silhouetted against the clear blue sky. If I want to actually hit, I need to aim ahead of the target. Listen, I haven't slept. Okay, I haven't slept. At least I got that one right. You follow the clay target through the air, keeping your sights trained directly in front of it. Basic geometry. You're not getting away. With your aim set, you pull the trigger. Okay, I'm not done. I still have to follow through. Even as the gun fires, you continue following the clay pigeon through the air. Bye-bye, birdie. Yeah, the only reason you follow through is in case you have to shoot it again in case you missed in the first shot. The clay pigeon explodes, scattering into pieces, and you pump your fist in the air as your friends cheer. Hell yeah, I did it. I knew you had it in you. That pigeon didn't stand a chance. Not bad for a first-timer. Well, I'll be damned. That was a hell of a shot, Jen. You're almost as good as I am. Almost. But you passed with flying colors. Now we just have a real conversation. You give your stomach a gentle pat. See, little baby, Mama can do anything. Selma moves towards the house. You and your friends follow. She holds up her hand and shakes her head. Now, what do y'all think you're doing? I want to talk with Jen, not with the rest of y'all. Just stay here and feed the horses, but be careful. They bite. Selma laughs as she turns and heads back to the house. Clint puts his hand on your shoulder, gives you a comforting squeeze. I wish you luck, but I have every confidence you won't need it, Miss Jen. Hell, you could still use it. Good luck, Cassidy. Yeah, knock her dead. Or just impress her. Thanks, you're the best. With a final deep breath, you give your friends a wave and follow after Selma. Inside, Selma takes a seat across from you and pours you both a cup of coffee. God, that sounds good. When she pulls out a small bottle of whiskey, pours half of it in hers. You care for little spies. Oh, no thank you. I don't want to start this early in the morning. Ah, right. I forgot you were prude. Suppose that means more for me. I must say, I'm taken by the little number of yours. It's quite a bold choice for the interview. I love your confidence. Your outfit impressed Selma. I didn't think you'd want someone with the same old style as the rest of the world. Nah, I'm not interested in sheep. I'm looking for lions. She hands you your cup, and you take a careful sip. So, well, I just want to say, Miss Hayes, that I'm really grateful for this opportunity. I think my business experience will be invaluable. Oh, hush. I don't care about none of that. What I want to know is if we will work well together. Every person is a cookie, Jen, and every cookie has a feel, a character, a vibe. Now me, I'm a chocolate chip cookie with chocolate chips. Oh, chocolate cookie with chocolate chips. No surprises. What you see is what you get. Uh-huh. What I want to know is, what kind of cookie are you? I now officially want a cookie. A fudge stuffed chocolate chip. Why that one? Well, it's classic, so it's gonna deliver. But then, there's even more inside. You're saying you've got hidden depths. And a few secrets. I like that. Always a fan of colleagues who deliver more than what's expected. Selma takes a sip of her coffee, nodding her head. She crosses her arms and fixes you with a stern look. One more question. Will you tell me everything I need to know? Really? That's it? Honey, it's not every day I ask someone to come pay me a visit. You got my attention, but let's see if you can keep up. You take a deep breath as Selma watches you over the rim of her coffee cup. Okay. I'm ready. Okay, now I want you to be completely honest. I'll know if you're lying. What do you really think about me? Honestly, I think you're sweet. Selma bursts into laughter, and you immediately flush in reaction. Sweetheart, if you're gonna try to lie to me... Hey, I actually thought you were sweet. So far, you've been okay. Versus a lot of other people who have interviewed us in all the other books. You'd best do a better job. The only thing sweet about me is my cookies. I just meant that you've been very nice to me. Inviting me all the way here to talk with you and... That ain't being nice, Jen. That's business. I wouldn't have become this successful if I didn't know how to play. Sometimes a harsh truth is better than a pretty lie. Remember that. Selma finishes her coffee and sets the cup down loudly on the table. Congratulations. I'd love to work with you. You impressed Selma during your time at her estate. Seriously, you're gonna hire me? I fully into. But first, I've got to find an open position for you to fill. Or come up with one. That's fine. I've still got to wrap up some business for my other job. Yes, we don't want Mayor Dixon without his trusty assistant. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I won't let you down. I'll be in touch. Now run along and find those friends of yours before they wreck my ranch. Selma gives you a firm handshake before walking you to the door where you meet up with the rest of your friends. A few minutes later, Miles pulls out of the driveway and Louisa and Clint immediately swivel to look at you. Selma says she wants to work with me. She just has to find an open position I can fill. Oh, that's great to hear. I knew she wouldn't be able to resist you. No one can. Glad we still have some time together. Of course. I couldn't just abandon you, Miles. You impressed the cookie lady. That's dope. Louisa gives you a fist bump, you beam, cradling your stomach. You're gonna have the best life possible, little baby. I'm making sure of it. You'll have cookies every day. You know what this calls for? A celebration. The man's got a point. We're already close to the city. Let's catch a bite. My treat. My two favorite words. Let's go big. Wait, what about Thumper? Oh, it's so cool out. I'm sure she'll be fine in her crate. We're getting sushi. There's a place downtown y'all have to try. I mean, Gracetown doesn't have anything close to sushi. Raw fish is something I'm supposed to be careful about because of the baby. Ah, but in moderation. Just saying. You shoot Clint a look. Maybe something else. I'm not sure I'm ready to risk getting sick. Nothing to fear, Covington. This place is top-notch. Okay, sushi it is, I guess. Just order some egg rolls. You arrive at the restaurant and are seated. Pass it by the closed-off room with a sign that says, "Buy dinner, get a karaoke discount." I guess our dinner might be coming with a show. That'd certainly make this a real celebration. As your drinks arrive, you pick up your glass and raise it in the air. I'd like to make a toast. Thank you so much for helping me navigate an unexpectedly gun-filled day. You're the best friends I could ask for. To us. Ah, to best friends. To us. Yeah, we're all great. Let's get some sushi. Sushi boat rolls past you with Miles and Louisa eagerly grabbing various dishes. Clint takes every plate of shrimp, tempura, and California roll and passes them to you. This wasn't covered in the new father handbook. Thank you. So, Miss Jen, was this the hardest interview you've ever had? I can think of at least one other recent one that was harder. Yay! I know what you're getting at. In my defense, the easier the interview, the worse the job. This is true. For one of my first jobs, I answered one question for the interview. And that's how I ended up wearing a hot dog costume the whole summer. Are we talking about bad job experiences? Because I got fired over nothing once. Hang on, Louisa, why'd you get fired? I used to be a bouncer at a club in the city, but one night a guy thought because I was a woman, he could just push past me. So I grabbed his shoulder, dragged him down the street, and tossed his rude ass into the dumpster. Another reminder to never get on your bad side. Turns out he was the son of some rich businessman. He got an apology, and I got fired. For what? Oh, you know, just light assault. Hard truth. You may have a point. What about you, Clint? Hiding any ridiculous job stories? I've worked my fair share over the years, back when I was getting my business off the ground. I call bull you're a Covington. Everyone knows the Covingtons are loaded. True, you got me there, but my daddy was a firm believer that work keeps a man grounded. What kind of work did you do? Well, why don't y'all try and guess? Some kind of model or stripper or something. Now that's a show I'd like to see. While I'm more than happy to take off my clothes for the right woman, I've got very discerning taste. Working furniture now, so you must be good with your hands. Were you a mechanic? Not a bad guess, but still wrong. Miss Jen? I bet you... I don't know, we'll go with radio personality. Me? Grabbing all day about the music? Well, you got one of those voices. In another life, maybe, but not this one. So, wait, what did you do? I sold wood carvings at the farmer's market. Makes sense, little businessman. I'm imagining you with a little bow tie. Nothing you can say will change my vision. Ah, that's not far off. That's the next hour, stuffing your face and laughing along with your friends. As you finish your meal, you spot Louisa eyeing the karaoke room. You look like you're ready to jam, Louisa. Hell yes. It's a chance to get drunk, sing terribly. We shouldn't pass it up. I'll wait in the car. I'm not gonna embarrass myself. A few shots of sake will change that. If there's booze, I can tag along. I'll never actually participate in karaoke before. You haven't. Well, we have to do it now. Rent the karaoke room to spend extra time with your friends and learn a few extra secrets about them. A night of karaoke sounds perfect. After paying, the four of you pile in the karaoke room and Louisa immediately grabs the mic. I called first! Okay, you're way more into this than I thought you'd be. Who are you and what have you done with Louisa? It's singing, it's fun. Fair enough. Louisa selects a song and immediately a loud rock melody starts blasting from the speakers. You ain't never gonna break my heart. I won't let you tear me apart. Louisa tosses her hair back as she bends over the microphone, getting into the music. As the song comes to the end, she dramatically drops the microphone. Okay, that was an awesome start. I had to start us off right. You ready to go, Miles? Never. That means you're up, Clint. Clint gets up, taking the microphone and selecting a song. Piano and saxophone quickly fill the room. This road we walk might be lonely, but darling, you're my only. His voice is soft, low. You close your eyes as you lose yourself in the melody. At last, it comes to an end. Your singing voice is lovely. Well, much obliged, Miss Jen. Your turn. Clint hands you the mic, and you stand up, choosing a country song, pop song no less, from the machine. You take a deep breath before you begin to sing. Lower. I need to sing steady. I need to sing lower. I need to sing higher. This is stupid. Lower. As the song comes to an end, your friends all gape at you before breaking into an applause. Thank you, thank you. I'll be signing autographs all week. What other talents are you hiding, Jen Cassidy? A lady never tells. As the night goes on, you crash on the couches while the music plays. Louisa pours a few cups of sake, but you wave her off. Come on, Jen, live a little. We're doing shots. You're supposed to sip sake, not shoot it. It's alright, Miles. Not everyone's got such a strong constitution. Miles narrows his eyes at Clint and grabs a cup of sake, downing in one go. Louisa and Clint follow suit as you laugh. Jen? Pass. It's way more fun watching you all get drunk. Besides, I think I might be the designated driver. Miles stands up dramatically, stumbling as he does. He grins as he takes the microphone. I believe I owe you all a song. Oh boy. Woohoo, finally. I thought we'd never get this. Miles selects a song and a slow guitar begins to play. The old road takes me back how it used to be. His voice cracks as he goes for a high note, and he bursts into laughter. You all join in. At least it was worth the wait. Louisa stands up and passes you the microphone as she picks a song. Okay, Jen, this one's for you, but it's a duet, so you gotta sing with me. Also, that someone can't be me, because I'm downing the rest of the sake. Oh, what kind of song is it? A love ballad, so you better choose wisely. Louisa gives you a drunken wink as you choose between Clint and Miles. Mother... Oh... I'm serious, like, this is difficult because I don't know them, and we haven't really been given the opportunity to get to know them. And with Clint, we literally have a child with already, and the relationship isn't really evolving. And then we've got Miles, who at least we don't have a child with, and we've never had a one-night stand with, so I'm kind of lost on who. Oh, let me know in the comment section below what you all think. I figure since we spent time with Miles previously for the shooting, I'll go with Clint. I'm more than happy to oblige. As the music begins, Clint wraps his arms around your waist, resting his head on your shoulder so you can share the microphone. Moving in time on the dance floor. You got me sweating for it. Clint's voice reverberates through your chest as it rumbles against your back. The two of you sway to the music, his hands resting on your hips and lingering as the song comes to an end. Thanks for the company, Mr. Covington. I'd love to share the stage with you again. Oh, I wouldn't settle for any other duet partner, Miss Jen. You sing a few more songs before gathering your belongings. As you go to leave, you flash a smile at your friends. Thank God we got some downtime on the trip. Next time, skydiving. I'll pass. Come on, Miles, just admit you enjoy yourself and this is all be easier. It wasn't the worst thing I've done. That's as good as of an answer you're gonna get. Swear to God, Miles is me. You all head back to the car feeling much lighter than when you arrive. I'll drive. I'm the sober one here. No complaints from me. At night, as you drive back to Gracetown, you reflect on the events of the last few weeks and your face falls. I just wish I wasn't about to lose my job. I spent hours arguing with City Council. No one will listen. None of this would happen if Cassandra wasn't so set on being with me, even when I've made it clear that's not what I want. We've been over this, Miles. Miles, your hands were tied, and Clint, she's delusional. This isn't your fault. Not to be too cheery, but it seems like it's working out. A job from Selma feels like a step up. I guess I wish I could have stayed. I felt like I was just getting settled in, and then it all came crashing down. Not that I don't think this job will be good, but it won't be the same as getting to work with all of you. Well, lucky for you, you're stuck with us. We're still gonna support you every step of the way, Miss Jen. You never gotta worry about that. Dig it out. That's in the rearview mirror at your friends. I seriously don't know what I would have done without all of you. If it'd been on my own, I probably wouldn't have spent the last week in my room crying and eating a massive tub of ice cream. I doubt that. You're seriously one of the strongest women I've ever met. She's right. You're not the sulking type. But if us being here made things easier, then we're more than happy to be helped. Affection swells in your chest as each of them flashes you a smile. Y'all are the best friends. I'm seriously so lucky to have you. I think we'd argue that we're the lucky ones. I know we haven't known each other for that long, but I'm so glad we met. I'm not gonna cry, so stop talking. I guess I'm also grateful to know you. From you, Miles, that's like wearing a best friends forever necklace. As you start winding the car along the twists and turns in the road, your stomach turns over and you clutch your mouth with a groan. Oh. Jen, what's the matter? I have to pull over. Quickly pull over and jump out of the car. A second later, you bend over some nearby bushes and gag. Oh, what's the matter, baby? Not a fan of tempura? When you've recovered, you sit in the back and find Clint hovering nervously nearby. As he approaches, he whispers, "You okay? Is it the baby? Do we need to get you to a hospital?" No, I'm already feeling better. It's just morning sickness and being car sick all rolled into one. He takes your hand and gives it a soft squeeze. You're truly an incredible woman. You've been facing all this on alone. I wish I knew how you do it. Sheer determination. Well, don't push yourself. We can wait as long as we need to before we move on. Clint gives you a final smile before heading back to the car as Miles approaches. Maybe that sushi place wasn't as top-notch as I thought. Is getting sick all it takes to get an apology from Miles Dixon? I should keep that in mind. Who apologized? A small breeze blows across the road. It's a nice night. Take all the time you need. He gives you a final nod and walks away. You turn your gaze up to the sky where the stars are sparkling beautifully. You look back to the car to find Clint leaned up against it and Miles sitting on the roadside. Either one of them would be happy to escape with me a bit until I feel better. Don't tell me you're gonna kiss one of them. You just threw up. Have you had a mint? Or brushed your teeth? Like, I'm being legitimately serious. She has not brushed her teeth or had a mint. Would you like some gum? Make your way over to Miles, and he stands up as you approach. Ready to head out? You sure you're feeling better? Actually, I was thinking a walk might help. After all, it's a nice night, and we've spent most of the day in the car. Don't wander too far. We don't need you getting lost. Actually, I was hoping you'd join me, so we could get some time alone. Really? That's unusual. What can I say? I've grown used to your company, and everything just feels empty without it. Besides, what if I fall and need a gorgeous man to take care of me? You do need someone to look after you. We can't have you getting hurt. Oh, don't think I'll ever get away with ignoring my compliments. I'm just treating the situation seriously, Jen. Depending on how the severity of your illness, you could get dizzy or even faint. I'm not worried. I know you'll catch me. I can't always be around. Maybe this is just a convenient excuse to keep you by my side. Stumble forward right into Miles' arms. He wraps them around you, holding you securely, even as his eyes widen. Steady there, I've got you. See? There's nothing to worry about. Look up at Miles and find your faces close together, your breath mingling. His gaze lingers on your lips before he shakes his head. You seem just fine, but I'd better keep an arm around you just in case. I'm sure that's the only reason. Miles glances at you before leading you away from the car. You climb up the hill, taking a seat in the grass and looking up at the sky. It's beautiful out. That it is. Miles points out the ladle-shaped constellations in the sky. It's summer, so you can see the Big Dipper right there, which is part of the Ursa Major. And that small square-shaped there is the Lyra. It represents the lyre from the myth of Orpheus and Eurydice. I don't think I've ever heard of that one. The other two were happy and in love, but Eurydice died. Orpheus went to the underworld to get her back. He played his lyre for Hades, and his music was so pretty, Hades agreed to let him take her back. And they lived happily ever after? With one condition. Orpheus would lead her back home, but he wouldn't check to see if she was following. Just as they were about to reach the surface, Orpheus checked and lost her forever. That's so tragic. They were almost back together, but they lost everything at the last moment. If he just held out for a few more seconds. It's a lesson. Failing to accept loss only brings more pain. The story's sad, but the point is for people to move on and live happier lives. Well, when you put it like that, it doesn't sound so bad. You're surprisingly optimistic tonight. You bring that side out of me. A breeze blows over the hill and you shiver from the sudden cold. Miles frowns. We should get back to the car. I don't want you catching a chill. As he moves to stand, you grab the back of his shirt, stopping him. I'm not ready to go quite yet. Let's just stay here a few more minutes, please. You meet your eyes, and his gaze softens. He sits back down, closer now, and his legs rest against yours. I should get sick more often if it gets you to do what I want. The rule in my house growing up was the sick person always gets what they want. That's a nice rule. Anything I want, huh? It's a tempting offer. I'm thinking breakfast in bed, boon play dates, and cuddling up by the fire. I regret this already. I'm kidding. I've got everything I need right now. A beautiful sky, a comfy spot, and a good-looking man to keep me company. Now you're just messing with me. Put your hand on Miles' cheek, running fingers teasingly down his jaw to his neck. Believe it or not, I actually enjoy spending time with you. A small smile makes its way onto Miles' face. You gently pat his thigh, and he places his hand over yours. I will admit, I feel the same way. Miles Dixon has feelings. I'll start a press release. You flash him a grin, and then shudder as the cold wind blows again. Miles narrows his eyes as you scoot closer to him. Since you insist on staying here, is there anything I can do to help warm you up? You could Hold me. You have no idea how long I've been waiting for you to ask me that. Well, what are you waiting for? Come over here. Miles slowly wraps his arms around your waist, pulling you closer. His thumb strokes idly over your hip as his warmth encompasses you. He lays back in the grass and you rest your head on his chest, hearing his heartbeat quicken. Am I making you nervous, Miles? You trail a teasing hand down his chest, tracing patterns over his skin. He takes a forced breath. Only every moment we spend together. I don't see why. Or is that, I'm distracting you? As you speak, you brush a tender kiss over his neck, letting your breath fan out over his skin. You're absolute tease, Jen Cassidy. And you wouldn't have me any other way. He shakes his head and brushes his hand up your back, rubbing it soothingly. No, I wouldn't. You make me feel all sorts of things I'm not used to feeling, but I don't want it to change. Snuggle close to him, letting yourself relax to the steady sound of his breathing. You stay like this, sitting in the comfortable silence as the crickets chirp and the stars shine above you. I wish we could stay like this forever, but the others are probably starting to miss us. Yes, let's get you home so you can get some rest. Miles stands up and helps you to your feet. As you head back towards the car, he takes a hold of your hand. Hey, Miles. He gives your hand a squeeze, and he comes to a stop, turning to look at you. Thanks for coming up here with me. How about next time you want to go stargazing, we do it at my house, without the threat of you getting sick? If you cook dinner, it's a deal. With a laugh, the two of you go back to the car and head home. The rest of the drive passes uneventfully, and you pull up to Clint's house to drop him off. You all get out of the car to say goodbye when the door to his house swings open, revealing Cassandra. Cassandra, I told you to stop showing up at my place unannounced. I don't care if my mother told Joffrey to let you in whenever you want. Clint, there you are, darling. I'm so glad that witch is finally gone. Her eyes fall on you, and her expression twists with anger. And here I thought you'd skip town. Too bad. Maybe you'll reconsider when you hear what people are saying about you. Don't you have better things to do? Suddenly you feel a tight pressure in your abdomen and cry out in pain, clutching your stomach. Ugh. Clint rushes to your side, sliding his arm beneath yours to support you. Jen, what's the matter? Are you sick again? No, this is different. Another jolt of pressure hits your abdomen. Oh! Tell me what's happening. Do we need to go to the hospital? You see Louisa and Miles looking at you intently, and you realize there's no way you can keep quiet any longer. The baby. Our baby. Is kicking. Huh, that's kind of cute. You've added the kicking batch to your baby blanket. Oh my god, our baby! As Glenn puts his hand on your belly, you hear gasps of surprise from Louisa and Miles. I'll talk about this here in a minute. Hang on a second, you're pregnant! Miles' face falls as you meet his gaze. What? Why didn't you tell me? I was gonna do, but... Our baby, Clint, No! Her eyes fill with tears and she rushes back into the house. This can't be happening! Oh, boo-hoo. Now that everyone knows about the baby, will you still be able to make it home and in Greystown? Find out in the next chapter. Okay, now to discuss it. First of all, if you don't want to hear this, thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Add down the description below. Links to social media, Discord, and if you like to support me and my content. It'd be appreciated if you follow me on Twitch, if you have a Twitch account. And if you have an Amazon Prime, hey, feel free to drop it on my channel. It's a great way of subscribing, getting some benefits. You get free games, you get emotes, you get a shout out, the whole 9 yards. Anyway, I really felt like a dick because of Miles. That is really the only reason. We did not tell him that we were pregnant. And here we are trying to be affectionate towards him, and lo and behold, he's forced to stand there and be like, "Wait, you and Clint have a baby?" Like, that's really a dick move, don't you think? Like, yeah, it's a really just dick move. That's the best way to put it. I don't know how else to put it, because it's exactly that. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys believe. And without further ado, like I said, you know all what to do. I'm gonna peace out. Like I said, I haven't slept. I ain't gonna be able to sleep anytime soon, because that's my life, but I digress. I'll be working throughout the day on more VODs to come. And, well, I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace, peace, peace. Much love.